And on that note,
3, 2, 1. This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 505. I am Brian Kilby, and with me, I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Headmaster Don.
Hello, everybody.
Also, Diecast.
Oh, it's like the man, the myth, also him.
Also, Diecast.
Diecast is here too.
Who will be next weekend for the 4th year in a row, representing RFC at the Hasbro event at Toy Fair. He's awesome.
And they still keep letting us in.
So far, fingers crossed. Let's. Yes, Diecast is my hero. We also have Chris.
hey,
Matt.
Hey, how's it going?
That's good. John.
Yo.
And last but not least, Rob Clay.
Hi.
Brian,
Yes.
I'm going to hijack your opening real quick.
Uh-oh.
I just learned. Did you know this? That there are Figuarts WWE
Yes.
figures?
If you listen to Take 4 Wrestling, the podcast that I do each week with JT Hogg, you would know that because we talk about that.
Actually, John, you may actually be part of that show because JT Hogg won't be able to do it after Joelanta.
Oh,
does
yeah.
Bluefin import those WWE Figuarts? Because if so, you could probably set up an Amazon thing for them.
Amazon has them.
Yeah.
Who do they have? They have Austin and Triple H right now?
Rock. Austin and The Rock
Yeah.
are the
okay.
first two.
I had Austin pre-ordered, but I canceled it. I'm like, I don't want to just drop $60 on this.
Stone Cold
yes.
Steve Austin with his articulated middle fingers.
Wait, he does have articulated middle fingers?
He does have articulated middle
Son
fingers.
of a... Okay, I'm going to have to get it.
It's 50. It's $50 at Big Bad, but you know.
Oh,
saying.
really? Awesome. Okay.
Well, there's no Amazon Prime with that, though.
That's true. It'll about even
That is
out.
true.
I just had to order my Soul Chigokin Voltron from Big Bad Toy Store because it was the only place that wasn't sold out. And the
I
store,
thought you
because
had ordered that from Amazon.
I originally did, then I found it cheaper at a store called Anime Poco.
I see. So you ordered from a store you never heard of,
Yes.
and you got screwed.
Yes.
Go figure.
Yes. But it was like $55 cheaper, so the Dinobots were like tingling.
You could
And
have
I
just
was
got one
like-
off Taobao, probably.
Actually, believe it or not, they're as much as the States, if not more expensive. I don't know why on that
You could
item.
have just waited for. You just could have just waited for the upscaled knockoff.
He might get that in addition.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because
look
it'll
what we're
be
talking
cheap
about here.
enough. It'll be cheap enough that I can.
And he was already complaining about how small that Voltron is anyway, so he'll be looking for something bigger.
You know what though? It
She
doesn't
said.
bother me because I've seen it next to other figures, and it's about as big as some other Voltron figures that I have.
Yeah. Hey, so we're talking about things other than Transformers right now. Hey, but
It's almost like I'm running the podcast.
I know, but I've been thinking about doing maybe a general action figure project. So if anybody out there would be interested in listening to that, shoot me a note, contact at tfradio.net, or hit me up on Twitter at bkilby. I'd be interested in knowing.
Or just donate.
Brian,
Or
Yeah.
donate.
Yeah, we need to set up a PayPal. Of all the things
Yeah.
Brian hasn't done.
PayPal.me/tfradio.
yeah. Actually, Brian,
I don't promote that stuff.
yeah. Brian, you could call it Brian's Action Figure News and Toy Review. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, that would be
Well done,
awesome.
Don.
Don. I love that. Okay, so speaking of toys,
So old.
we are 10 days away from Toy Fair 2017. On Saturday, February 18th, we'll be doing our all-day live stream. It's our 8th annual all-day live stream for Toy Fair. So starting around noon Eastern time on Saturday, and also doing it on Sunday, but not quite as long. Saturday, we're going to be talking about Transformers. We're going to be Diecast will be at Toy Fair, breaking news of what Hasbro will be releasing over the next year. It's our favorite event all year. Nothing compares to you into Toy Fair 2017. We love it.
And think about it. This year, okay, we have not had like bad leaks from Chinese social media. Nuremberg Toy Fair was locked down. Nothing came out of that. Like, we are going into this Toy Fair basically as fresh as possible,
Pristine.
unspoiled. It's kind of amazing.
It is kind of amazing. I'm so
And
stoked.
really, really exciting.
So we start streaming around noon Eastern time. So basically from noon until about 2. It's 2 in the news usually starts, right? Thereabouts. It may vary, but we're talking about just what we expect to see, other things we've heard. It's a chance to bring in
whatever press release stuff has come out in the 2 days before, like it always does.
Exactly. It's a chance to hear voices you don't normally hear on the show, people from other podcasts, people from the past who used to be on the podcast. It's a lot of fun. We love doing it. And we have a new way of actually keeping up with all the happenings here at Radio Free Cybertron. It's our RFC Insider mailing list. Which, if you are downloading the podcast this week from the show, it's right there in the show notes. It's just a little icon. It says RFC Insider. Or you can go to tfradio.net/insider or RFC Insider. Both work for updates. Just sign up. And basically, we're only going to use it to notify you of live streams and give you a weekly update of what's going on here at Radio Free Cybertron, and we should have some exclusive content just for RFC Insider members, so it'll be pretty cool. Also, Joelanta is just about a month away. On March 10th, 11th, and 12th, we will be in Atlanta. About half of us will be in Atlanta, Georgia, at Joelanta, which is a convention that we work. Yeah, we do a panel at each year, but it's expanded dramatically this year with Botlanta, which is the Transformers track. It's all Transformers, tons of panels, toys, news. I guess between all of us, we're doing like 4 or 5 panels. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And on Saturday night, they do the G.I. Joe parachute drop. It's really fun. Diecast has been there. It's great. Yeah,
it's my favorite. The parachute drop is awesome.
I don't know. So it's Joelanta itself is the Great Atlanta toy convention. Basically, they focus on primarily 12-inch G.I. Joe figures. But they've been expanding out to other lines, and this year is the big push into Transformers. One of my favorite things, though, I love the film festival where they show fan-made films, but I love the concert that happens Saturday night, where it's just a bunch of drunk old G.I. Joe fans hitting on young girls. It's kind of funny.
Hey, Brian, when
Not young
they
girls,
do,
but the band, the singer, she's female, and she knows how to get money out of them. It's hilarious.
Well, Brian, when they do the parachute drop, do they play the opening to the G.I. Joe movie just so that way it would fit?
So, Don, if I'm not wrong, I did play that on my phone last year, just so that I could get a little bit of satisfaction. 3 3/4-inch G.I. Joe, Real American Hero satisfaction. The G.I. Joe stuff is primarily 12-inch, but there's some 3 3/4-inch stuff there as well.
And it's better being 12-inch because there's nothing better than those guys throwing 12-inch G.I. Joe figures off the top floor. It is
watching
great.
Them go down elevator shafts.
I'm trying to think of a Transformer that has a parachute. The only one I can think of is Sphinx, but I don't think that would actually
That would work.
No.
Would not
You
work.
could try it though, Diecast. You go right ahead and try that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Use your convention exclusive one.
Okay, so you could probably get parachutes like for a 3 3/4-inch G.I. Joe, or there was a Captain America movie figure a couple years ago that had a parachute. Get that hooked up to like a Legion class or regular Legend size that would probably hold that on the way down, but not much beyond that, I don't think.
Yeah.
Give your Legends Viper a parachute and give him a toss.
Yeah. No.
That sounds a lot like trying to see if Cyclops would float or not, which he doesn't.
Oh, that, yeah. I thought you meant the X-Man for a second. I'm like,
Oh.
He probably doesn't either.
no. Hey, anybody get anything this week?
Yes.
What did you get, Diecast?
Well, nobody is actually asking you, Diecast, because it's just assumed at this point. It's basically like, does anybody else have anything to report before Diecast opens his Taobao box?
Hey, next week I probably won't because it is Chinese New Year, so things are slowing down right now.
Chinese New Year has already been.
No,
Okay,
it goes on
the
until like
shipping delay. kind
Oh.
of, you know.
Depending
stretches
on
out.
where
the
you
back
are,
wall. The back
Chinese New Year, they celebrate up until like the 15th of this month.
wall. Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I've
it's-
seen like 4 separate Chinese New Year like delay notices from various places over the course of about 2 weeks. So
yeah. But I got Toy World's Thrust, which is Assault, and he's really
battery.
surprisingly nice. And everything's locks together the way it should. It's got a nice weight to it. Even in jet mode, everything's evenly distributed weight-wise. And I kind of hate that I like him because I had to go and order the other two. So, because he was like the test. I was like, am I going to like this or not? And I really did like it. So
So now you have a review of that up on your RFC Reviews channel.
yes, and it's
Um,
also on tformers.com.
So looking at that, I noticed you were talking about the pegs behind where the missiles go in jet mode not fitting the missiles. Did you try plugging the display stand into one of those?
No, I did not.
Because I suspect what you're supposed to do with that display stand in jet mode is put the 2 arms side by side on the base. I saw there was more peg holes down there, and set it on that where it's on 2 of those, not trying to balance on one. Because as you point out, there is no center line for it.
Yeah,
That's
that would
probably
make
what
sense.
that's for, and that's why it doesn't engage tight. Because you don't want to have to fight it off of that stand.
Right. Yeah, that would make sense.
Hey, our buddy.
But you
Bear-
broke your stand, didn't you?
Ooh.
Yeah, I broke my stand when I was taking it out.
Well, the good thing, Doc, asked about the Toy Worlds being such solid figures is compared to the Takara ones that have some horribly noted QC issues. Is that you're actually getting better figures for what, $50 each cheaper?
But they're smaller.
No,
They're not?
these
No.
are no.
They're like a head bigger.
Really?
Yeah, they are significantly taller than the MP Starscream he had it next to in the review.
Yeah,
Oh crap!
yeah. It's like
I thought they were substantially smaller based on the photos.
that's what I
Oh.
thought. And in jet mode, they're almost equal, if not just a little bit longer. But in robot mode, they're like a full head taller.
Yeah.
So
Holy crap!
and yeah, they're nice.
Hey, real quick, our buddy Barricade64 mentioned that Steve Austin is $52 on Amazon.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
job, Josh.
At least he's not. At least he's not 6 million.
Oh God, Don.
And then the other thing I got with Assault is I got
Battery.
Brawl.
Nice.
Well, Assault and Brawl kind of work.
Yeah,
Sounds,
I guess.
sounds like a buddy cop show.
Yeah. I could see that. Assault and Battery would be a good name for a Transformers duo, though.
Yeah.
Well, hey, they could be like Wreck and Ruin's like counterpart or something on the.
Yeah, so definitely if you haven't subscribed to the RFC Reviews channel on YouTube, go and do that now or after you listen to the show because there's a lot of stuff going up on there.
And one of the panels we'll be having at Joelanta will be, about doing video toy reviews with me and Diecast. So,
Yep.
find out how we each approach our methods.
Yeah, exactly. That's a panel. Hey, let's see here. Anybody else get anything?
Nope.
Going once, going twice.
Wow, it's been a slow week, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Diecast only
Yeah.
got 2 things, and nobody else got anything.
Let's jump to This Week in History, and thank you, Chris. In 1988, the Headmasters episode, I Risk My Life for Earth, premieres in Japan.
I looked it up. The Malaysian dub aired in January. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if we actually caught that on This Week in History.
Yeah, so this is unfortunately not the Malaysian dub, which is the best episode of Transformers ever.
I Risk My Life for Peace on Earth,
Something like that.
or Life Can Be Sacrificed for
Life
Peace
can
on
be
Earth.
That's it.
sacrificed
That's
for peace
the
on
one.
Earth. The best episode of Transformers ever, period. But this episode, of course, is really awesome. It's not the dub, so I'm not going to go into it. But the dub version is the best episode of Transformers.
I mean, this is the episode. It's the dub.
What's the matter with the
where-
Headmasters? Can't they fight
Right,
without
where
Chrome
most
Dome?
of our recurring jokes of the dub come from. This is the
Yes.
origin point for all of that.
Danny, boys can cry, but not out loud. Men can cry. Men can't cry. They only get stronger. Oh my god, it's so great. If you have never,
You shouldn't have let Sparkle join the fight.
Willie. So, if you have never, ever, ever, ever watched the dub,
Don't do it.
Don't listen to Don.
Don't
He's
listen
wrong.
to Don.
Don't listen to Don.
This episode I know is on YouTube dubbed. You can find this pretty easily to watch.
It is the episode to watch.
If you want to know what the Headmasters dub is all about, what all the fuss is about, watch
If
this
you've
one.
never watched the Transformers before, say like Transformers Animated or Transformers Prime, that's the episode to watch. Dubbed. It is so good. So good.
Oh boy.
Okay. 2007, same vein. The 44th show in the Kiss Players radio drama series airs in Japan on the Transformers Kiss Play Transformers News Center program.
I wonder how many of these we're going to get up to before we run out of them.
I don't know. So I'm going to read the description. Shushu Xiao Xiao goes on a veritable kissing marathon. Starting in 2025, she kisses Starsaber just before he initiates his final attack on Deathsaurus's planet-destroying fortress. Next, she quickly jumps forward in time and recovers another from Diatlas. Then jumps forward even further to this is like a Deathy fanfic. Further to obtain another from Star Convoy. Oh my god. I can't help it. I like that. The fact that she has to kiss a version of Optimus Prime revolts her. But things don't get any better. She quickly makes 3 more jumps through time, kissing Optimus Prime every time. First, as he emerges from his black hole quest for Nucleon. Next, when he is in Action Master body leading the Cybertron Alliance alongside Megatron. And finally, when he is Battle Convoy. Battles Megatron in Myrtonian Constellation, and she is less than happy about it. That was something that was actually produced by Takara in Japan. That is canonical Transformers fiction, ladies and gentlemen.
So I did just go look it up. There's 51 total episodes of the Kiss Players radio drama series.
Canonical.
And this summary is for just the 44th episode, so we'll be doing this for a while, presumably.
I think I'm good stopping there. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think I am. I really do. But I love the fact that she actually goes and, for some reason, Star Convoy, because, I mean, this is a radio program, but there is no Star Convoy animation, so I would like to hear what Star Convoy sounds like. I'm assuming,
Probably like Optimus Prime.
my name is Optimus Prime. I'm Japanese, like that.
Okay, then.
I guess not.
So, Don, how do you feel about this week in history item?
I think I wasn't there at the time this happened, but it was very, very sad when it did happen because I really like KB Toys. I worked for them both as K&K and KB Toys.
So this week in 2009, as part of their bankruptcy proceedings, KB Toys closes all of its retail stores and shuts down its website.
Oh,
Boo.
End of an
Seems
era.
like it was longer ago than that.
I know.
It kind of does. Well, it was longer ago than that they had any relevancy.
Yeah. Because I remember looking for the DC Universe Classics, the Unmasked Batman Beyond, because that was an exclusive for them, and it doesn't seem like that was that long ago, but it was. But and we're not the only ones, because, again, what BotCon did for the Machine Wars set, because since Machine Wars came out as a KB exclusive, they added the little KB price tag to the Machine Wars set, which was just a really nice little nod to the history of the company.
Especially since KB Toys got in trouble for using that style of price tag, like they specifically put on that BotCon set for
Really?
misleading pricing practices.
Oh, I remember that now. Yeah, but it was a shame because generally, if if there was a tail end piece to a line you collected and you couldn't find it, it would generally show up at they were like the predecessors of Ross and Marshalls and DJ Maxx. Whenever a line ended, they would usually show up there.
Kinda, yeah.
Except the prices weren't low.
They were eventually.
When they wound up at the outlet store, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Heck,
remember the commemorative series of
Sideswipe.
Generation 1 Sideswipe showed up at KB Toys. That was the only place I ever found it.
That was the only place that ever went. Yeah.
And heck, I've got if y'all remember the pictures on my photo bucket page, all my Digimon evolution figures I got at KB. You know, so some of the rarest figures in the line I picked up there. So it's just you never knew what you were going to find.
You know, so the thing I will say this: the two things that make KB worthwhile in Transformers history, in my mind, are Machine Wars and Manimals.
Yeah.
Didn't the Manimals come out? Didn't they sell?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sold those at KB.
Yeah,
No,
they
I'm
did.
just curious why you consider that notable.
Well, it's the only place that you could get them. Yeah. And those
Yeah,
were,
but they're not Transformers stores.
weren't they tangentially tied to Transformers in some way, or was it G.I. Joe?
They were G.I.
It was
Joe.
Joe. It was Joe.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, it was part of the Star Force line.
I'm conflating my Battle Beasts and my Manimals. Battle Beasts were yeah.
That makes
No, the
sense,
other-
I guess.
The other thing I remembered KB for in terms of Transformers is that they got just about all of G2 on markdown. So
I mean, I will always remember KB Toys because it's where I bought my first, at retail Transformers in the first year of G2. I got my Orange Devastator, I got a G2 Bumblebee, a G2 Sea Spray. I got several things from there that kind of just, snowballed.
So I remember getting my G1 Jetfire there on markdown for $20.
I was an adult before I
Nice.
stepped foot into a KB store, toys. Yeah. Never visited KB until I was an adult. I can remember Triplet and I racing to get to where the Transformers were because we heard that they had the Machine Wars stuff.
Actually, around the Middle Tennessee area, KB Toys was the first place to get Armada stuff in stock. So I actually got a lot of the first wave of Armada from a KB Toys in Nashville.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Okay, let's go ahead and jump to the news. First item, Titans Return Broadside Deluxe Wave 4 reaching North American retail. But is that at Walgreens or is that at Walmart?
Okay, so Broadside's been found at Walmart in Canada, and Deluxe Wave 4 has been found at Walgreens in the United States.
Ah, okay.
That's
Canada
why
has been getting
that's why
a
it
lot of
says
stuff.
North American retail, because Canada actually is part of North America.
It is? Oh wow. Hey, so
Since when?
since when? I'll drive there and prove you wrong. So yeah. I don't want to pay Walgreens prices for deluxes again. But that's how I got my Wave 2. Half of them from Walgreens. And I've yet to see Wave 3. I am so screwed. I will never get Wave 3.
the only place I've seen them is at Walgreens.
Dang it. Okay.
Some of the stuff has to come out of backlog eventually and get to real stores. I mean, it has to.
Just has to.
Yeah, I mean, Wave 3 really hasn't saturated yet, so
Wave 2 hasn't saturated yet.
It kind of has.
I guess it has. I was trying to be funny, damn it.
You can find Alpha Trion and Astro Train basically anywhere now. The deluxes have been all over the place. Titan Masters were around for the longest time. It's not. Yeah, that stuff's not that hard. Wave 2 really did kind of sit and make its mark, but Wave 3's barely had a presence in brick and mortar retail.
Yep.
And barely in online retail because we're only just getting to the point where anybody thinks they're going to get Six Shot in stock.
Yeah, I have still yet to see a Hot Rod or a Trigger Happy in the store.
Yeah, I did. I saw them one time at my Target when they must have just put the box out before it was right before Christmas, and that was the only case I ever saw hit the shelf was that. Although I was over at HasbroToyShop.com, they're out of stock, but they are listed at Hasbro Toy Shop now. If that helps some people. Just at least some play 6-shot and some of Wave 3.
Really?
Well, Hasbro Toy Shop has had Voyager, Optimus, and Megatron as listings for about a month now with no stock coming in. So
I am convinced those are an elaborate prank.
Next item, and you got to be kidding me, right? Hasbro trademarks its the tagline, which probably the official HasCon motto, which thanks to Transformers at the Moon for tracking this down. It's the Premier Hasbro Family event. I'm not going to HasCon now. Screw this.
It took me a lot longer than it should have to realize that was not typoed.
Yeah, I only realized it when I saw it like 2-3 different places on the same page that was on purpose.
It's an event for fans and families.
Yeah. That's not the reason I don't want to go now. I think I'm done. I don't think I'm going to go to it.
It might still be a great event.
You know, it'd be great if they'd actually tell us what to expect there.
Yeah,
we might hear something at Toy Fair. Who knows?
I would be surprised if we didn't.
Here's hoping.
Yeah,
I'm still
Toy Fair's
hoping
kind
for
of
some
last chance
exclusives.
to.
Yeah. I mean, that would be awesome if we got some exclusives.
I hope we do in some capacity.
Yeah.
I mean, they're supposed to be doing a new kind of like fan club thing. I would think exclusive would probably be the domain of that, if anything.
Yeah, Hasbro Toy Shop doesn't actually have anything really in stock. It says add to cart, and you get a pop-up that says there is insufficient inventory for you to purchase the requested product, which is a big FU, basically.
Uh-huh.
That is the worst website. When they redesign that's just not the right thing to do. That actually try and add something to the cart and then find out it's not in stock.
I like the look of it.
We can probably expect them to overhaul it again before STCC because that's what they did last year.
I hope they do because I actually liked it better before.
You know, they should just put it up when you click it. We ain't got none, and just sort of just.
Okay.
Don't be subtle.
Don't be subtle. Don't be subtle. Okay, so what do we got next? We have Platinum Year, the Rooster Optimus Prime listing, and stock photos added to the Hasbro site. So guess what?
This is mostly important because it reveals the SRP for this in the US, which is just $100.
That's not that bad. That's only about $30. That's only about $30 more than it was when it was new back in 2006.
Yeah, but it's small.
It's small, but it comes with a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's that bad.
I wouldn't pay $100
okay, so
for it.
like those Toys R Us listings we were talking about in pre-show, one of the things in there was another run of MP10, which their listing is being like 160 now. This is basically just miniaturized MP Optimus for 100 with basically the same kind of loadout of stuff to come with it. So I mean, it I can see how that kind of tracks.
Yeah.
At the same time, I wouldn't pay $100 for this.
No.
Thank you.
No.
I had the Galaxy Force version and was not impressed. So I
That's
never.
a good one.
That's the Galaxy Force one's the one everybody likes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold mine. Was glad to get rid of it. I never
Of
bought
course,
the
you don't
Jeep.
like fun things.
No, I like Fire Convoy, which is the best figure.
Right, you don't like fun things. You have Kronos. So anyway, what's next, Brian?
Transformers versus G.I. Joe, the movie.
The comic book.
The comic book. I realize I've been showing the show notes during this whole thing too. That is.
I think I didn't put anything bad in there.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm showing this. Yes. But oh my God, I didn't know this was coming out. When did we learn about this?
Like 6 months ago.
Why? I do not remember this.
You don't pay attention a lot, do you?
I don't.
I think this is going to be next month, Rob.
Yeah, late. I think around the 22nd is what's estimated.
I need this in my life.
I need this in my life.
22nd.
Yeah, it's. I forget the exact date. It is sometime in mid to late March, but also given IDW's shipping schedules, that could slip to.
And given the way Transformers versus G.I. Joe classically always got delayed, this could end up being June.
Yeah, that's also true.
Just for old time's sake.
Very true.
The Omnibus collection comes out at about the same time, doesn't it?
Can't wait.
I think it does. It might even be out this month, but I'm not certain.
So, Robots in Disguise, Combiner Force, Warrior Class. God, there's too many things to say. It's like a third party. Robots in Disguise, Combiner Force, Warrior Class, Wave 2, Case Assortment revealed, which will include Grimlock, Skywarp, Windblade, Soundwave, and Blur. Is that Blur? I haven't noticed that Blur mold before. Is that new?
It is.
That's awesome. I need that.
Which is sort of worrying because in that wave you don't have any of Storm
Yes,
Shot.
that's true. You don't have Storm Shot or Blast Wave, who are both one per case in their assortment. But since we're seeing a Grimlock back in this, so there's plenty of opportunity to put those molds back into a later assortment again in those decos if they want to. But the new stuff this time is being packed in a higher ratio in this case, so your Soundwave, your Blur, your retooled Windblade with actual paintwork now, those will all be a little bit easier to get.
Sounds like a terrible tagline. Now with paint.
Yes, well, I mean, if you look at the original one and you look at the pictures of this one with the face mask molded on, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I love this or if it scares the crap out of me.
I thought you might have an interesting reaction to these.
Transformers Playskool Friends collectible editions revealed via Hasbro Portugal. Basically, they are mini Playskool Friends figures that are Transformers themed. We have displayed here Bumblebee. First and foremost.
They're so cute.
They are. We have an Optimus Prime, but more importantly, if you click that photo, the kids playing with it, and they're so cute. Is that
There's
RC?
an RC.
That's freaking
G1
RC.
Don will get that.
I did not know that. Let me look.
And
at
they
this.
are doing the core cast of the Rescue Bots in the same assortment.
I need that. I really need that.
Yes, well, hopefully it's released somewhere outside of Portugal.
Did I tell you about the interesting exchange that I had with the company that has Weebles now?
No, you didn't.
I didn't follow up. I needed to. I need to go back to and email the person. But I was talking with Phil on Twitter and Hasbro. I was tweeting at Hasbro. I'm like, hey, I hope we see these at Toy Fair. Obviously, we're not. But those Weebles that we saw at Transformers 2010. And somebody pointed out that Weebles actually were under another company now. So I just tweeted at them. And they're like, hey, yes, go buy them now. And but they just Weebles in general. So I just sent them a really pointy-headed nerd type of comment. Oh, well, actually, are you, Weebles, do you have that sub-license from Hasbro, or did you buy that brand from them? And I could tell that it threw them off, because the person responding, had tried to copy and paste a canned response into the tweet and screwed up. And then was like, just email me at my email address. And they gave their own personal Gmail account in the tweet back to me. So I need to actually follow up with that, because I want to know why Hasbro is not producing Weebles and why I can't get my damn Transformers Weebles.
Also, happy birthday, Phil. It was yesterday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Oh, happy
Phil.
birthday.
Hope things work out. Okay, so
That's a terrible thing to say to someone on their birthday, Kilby.
Yes.
it is. It is. Phil knows what I'm talking about. Okay.
I'm just still amazed.
terrible.
I'm still amazed that you want your Weebles from 2010.
Of course I do. Have you met me?
You know what his life is like. This is all he has to hold on to, Diecast. Don't take this away from him.
Actually, speaking of Toy Fair 2017, there's going to be a Hasbro Transformers Forged to Fight mobile game reveal event, and Diecast will be there and tweeting out news. Are you going to do any periscoping while you're there?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, if you do, I've got some ideas, so I'll hit you up offline.
Okay.
But yeah, this is there are so many Transformers games that have come out in the last few years for mobile.
I can't even keep up anymore.
Like there's RPGs or RTSs, but like a Transformers fighting game sounds kind of fun.
I love the artwork where they have like the normal Transformers box art, and then it's a picture of Optimus Prime with his fist up, and on his fist he has F2F, Forged to Fight. That's just cool. That art is really nice, and I'm really looking forward to this game because I'm not really into. I mean, it's a simple fighting game, so you can pick it up and have a fight in probably like a minute or two, and go about with your day. So I'm pretty excited about this game.
They should port Beast Wars Transmetals to mobile platform.
Yeah, and from what I understand, it's going to be a mix of all characters. There's going to be movie characters in there. There's going to be G1 characters in there. There's going to be, all that stuff. So it's going to be a hodgepodge of Transformers characters.
I bet an average smartphone now could probably run N64 style software adequately.
You mean emulate? Yeah. You mean emulate N64 or run something that's comparable to N64?
Run something comparable. I'm not saying like dump an N64 ROM onto a phone.
A freaking Raspberry Pi, which is it will run like something that complex. I mean,
so just take Beast Wars Transmetals and port that over and make that the next Transformers mobile game. It'll be a disaster.
Yeah. Transformers the movie, the best figures compared to original releases. So, this is the 10th anniversary line.
Yeah.
That's being compared. I'm like, what in the heck is the best? Which is being compared to the original releases. Which is which? I'm looking at Optimus right now. There's a bright one and there's a dingy one.
The dingy one is the new one.
Oh, I like the bright one.
The best ones are the ones on the right.
I like the bright one way better. So Bumblebee is brighter.
Bumblebee picture.
Bumblebee
I can't really tell the difference.
One is one's a little brighter.
The new one has silver knees.
Oh, okay.
The new one has yellow up top around his face too, instead of the gray. Or is that just transformed differently?
That's funny.
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess I can't tell.
Shockwave looks better.
Shockwave, I think, is just like a lateral move. Like both of them are kind of dancing around the center.
God, which Megatron is this?
That's the Voyager
leader class.
Is that the leader tank?
I thought that was the Voyager.
It is the Voyager.
Okay.
I looked into it when I was putting this together.
It looks like soft shell crab.
That's what Revenge of the Fallen Megatron looked like.
Yeah. I like the new one better.
But that Voyager wasn't a bad figure. It just had no really relation to the rest of the movie because the character didn't ever look like that.
Yeah, I mean, on the whole, I think these movies, the best figures look pretty good. Bumblebee kind of looks indistinctive, but they did pretty good with the upsell paint decos on them.
Oh crap! Captain Rufus in the chat just mentioned that he has the Beast Wars Second fighting game, which if I'm not wrong, I was talking to Cat Max Gaming about that a while back, and I need to get that while I'm thinking on it. Check eBay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna buy that real quick. No, I'm not. Do the show, Brian. That's what you're here for. Okay, so I'll do it during a break.
We don't have anymore.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. We don't. You remember when we used to actually sit for like 20 minutes and like talk quietly while I play a video in the foreground?
Yes.
Well, God, that was hard. Okay. Transformers Cross Gudetama Sanrio. Gudetama. Sanrio in Transformers movie series crossover merchandise revealed. Dengeki Hobby has an article showing some images, and I don't know what in the heck this is supposed to be.
It's an egg.
It's an egg.
Gudetama is the unmotivated egg, It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me either, but Sanrio has a ton of weird characters like that. You remember when QTF was a thing? They had the Hello Kitty on the Optimus body.
Yeah.
Hello Kitty is also a Sanrio character, so this isn't the first time Sanrio's done like a Transformers thing. This is going to be some kind of merchandise based on the style of Gudetama.
Why can't we?
Merchandising.
What they specifically show is Optimus, Bumblebee, and Megatron in the same unmotivated kind of poses.
Weird overseas stuff.
I want a
Very
Pepsi
much
Man,
so.
something like that. I get. I just don't get this. Okay.
I kind of like lazy Megatron shooting off into the distance without looking.
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Transformers movie block time. Transformers last night. First look at the Premier Edition Voyager Grimlock. That is sure Voyager Grimlock in a box.
With all the colors removed.
I like these colors better.
What colors?
Well, he's silver. He's silver and black and gray.
Those aren't colors diecast.
They are to me.
Okay, so is anyone else wondering why they're letting the people behind Man of Steel do the coloring on the Transformer figures?
You mean
Because
the desaturation?
yeah,
This is the way they looked in the movie, though. So
it's
I don't
like
think right. The movie was wrong, not the toys.
the movie
it's
was
like
yeah, well, I can't really argue with.
I mean, basically, it's now Man of Steel, literally, because it has no coloring on these things at all.
Make Transformers 6 be based on the UK Man of Steel Transformers comic.
Oh no. Man of Iron.
But yeah, I like
Man of Iron,
this.
yeah.
I'll buy
Okay.
this.
Okay, they can do that, but I better get my damn Neo Knights.
No.
I
Yeah.
hope
But yeah.
they do all the Dinobots like this.
Even the mini Dinobots.
Uh,
Are we talking about that? Is that in the show notes? Yes.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
definitely.
skip ahead. I'm gonna just skip to that real quick. We get mini Dinobots,
Which look a lot like the full-size ones, but smaller.
but small and cute. Now, are we gonna get toys of these, or what in the heck is this all about?
Well, see, it's kind of convenient because like they can just pretend that the Voyager Grimlock's a 1-to-1 scale mini Grimlock.
That's yeah. That's interesting.
why would we get mini Dinobots?
Okay, so you know how in the trailer there's that thing, the shot with the explosion and then Grimlock's flipping over onto the street?
Yeah.
Everybody assumes that's Grimlock being killed. So my theory is all the Dinobots are going to get killed, but then little tiny Dinobots erupt from the corpses
Yes!
and run away.
Yes, I would love that. I would pop for that. I would cheer if that happened. No, not even joking. I would totally cheer if that happened.
And then it'll just basically work out where the Dinobots are immortal because eventually they'll get big again, and then if they get killed, another
They're
little
like
Dinobot
Groot.
pops out
They're
of
like
them.
Groot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or-
so
or-
from a merchandising perspective, I'm sure that is exactly why they're there.
Yeah.
Or the Dinobots are like Namekians, and Grimlock's gonna spit
Yes.
an egg out before he dies.
He'll throw up an egg.
Yeah.
So that would be great too. I was thinking more like a Trill, and they just pass mini Dinobot to like.
Oh, okay.
So this debuted during some sort of weird pre-Super Bowl show. That didn't make any sense to me.
I don't think most people knew about it either. Like, I didn't even learn about it till after,
It was after
the fact.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it ahead of time either. They live streamed this
Facebook.
obviously pre-prepared video on Facebook for reasons.
They're so cute. They're so cute.
I mean, I like that they got the announcer from Ninja Warrior, American Ninja Warrior.
Is that who that is?
He was so into it too. That was great.
Yeah.
Money will do that for people.
Well, yeah. No. I mean, yeah, money will do that, but like you still kind of have to like throw yourself into it because we've seen plenty of times where people get lots of money to do a part and it's still just flat and uninterested.
So the next item, Shatter the Core Myths, new image and movie story synopsis for the last night. Did any of you guys read this? Do I just have to read this off the screen, or can somebody summarize for me?
I don't remember it.
Okay,
No.
The Last Knight shatters the core myths of the Transformers franchise and redefines what it means to be a hero. I think all the movies have done that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yes, because like now the definition of being a hero is taking someone's face off,
Humans and Transformers are at war. Optimus Prime
killing
is gone.
Frasier,
Killing
that
Frasier.
kind of thing.
And McDreamy from that is that his name? Yeah, McDreamy from Grey's Anatomy.
He doesn't matter, but it's more, Frasier.
Humans and Transformers are at war. Optimus Prime is gone. The key to saving our future lies buried in the secrets of the past. Oh God.
Beast machines.
In the hidden history of the Transformers on Earth. Oh my God, it's Beast Machines.
Another hidden history of the Transformers on Earth to go with the other 3 we've had in the other 3 sequels.
Saving our world falls upon the shoulders of an unlikely alliance.
Why
Kate-
is this unlikely? That's what bothers me.
Kate Yeager, Bumblebee, an English lord, and an Oxford professor.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because
but-
Anthony Hopkins, willingly acting with Mark Wahlberg, that is pretty damn unlikely.
Well, I'm sorry, but when you
No, money will do that. We talked about this.
Yeah.
yeah, but when you say on the shoulders, I'm sorry. I immediately go to the point where maybe we're going to get Headmasters here in the next movie or two.
Oh, Don.
We
are
gonna
gonna
get
get one.
Master.
Yeah.
We already know
there's
that.
one in
Its
this.
name is Cogman.
And we talked about the Super Bowl spot on the minicast.
We did,
so
Extra.
Yeah, it's an
definitely
extra.
check, or it's an extra. I'm
Yes.
sorry, minicast.
So
extra.
look in the podcast feed, which you should be subscribing if you're going to the website and downloading. Thank you, but there are easier ways to get it. Subscribe in whatever platform that you have, Android or iOS. If you have an iPhone, there's an app called Podcast. It's probably built to your iPhone. You can just go and subscribe there and leave a review while you're there. Seriously, if you take an hour and a half to listen, take 30 seconds to leave a review. We'd appreciate it. But yeah, so go back and look at that. But yeah, so the trailer was supposed to air during the Super Bowl, but it leaked. So Michael Bay just posted it to his personal Vimeo account. It's his personal account, right? It looks like his personal account. I wish I
I
could
think so.
just do that. But like the actual trailer, the trailer that was released on Friday before the
Friday.
Super Bowl is the
Had all the
exact
good parts.
yeah, it had all the good parts, and it was exactly the trailer that aired during the Super Bowl. You're supposed to go online to actually see the longer trailer, which is about 3 seconds longer.
Okay, so the one that premiered Friday was a 30-second spot, had all the good parts. They added 23 seconds of basically just bridging elements between the good parts. The additions were very inconsequential.
You, I guess, or Rob, one of you two guys, went in and actually captured
I did the screen
That was
captures
from the trailer.
in 4K.
Awesome.
Yeah, I had to go screen cap that manually too because my usual automated process can't actually process 4K video.
Use Photoshop for
Oops.
that? What do you do?
VLC
Vegas?
has a function where you can have it auto capture frames from video as it plays,
I didn't know
but
that.
decoding a 4K video and capturing the stills at the same time doesn't work so well.
Okay.
So all manually. Fortunately, it was only 53 seconds long.
Yeah. Okay. So moving along. Mini Dinobots already talked about it. Oh,
Yeah.
Important characters revealed in possible credits list. So this goes. Actually, no. This is not what I thought it was. Frank Welker's listed as the voice of Megatron, which is awesome. John Turturro as Agent Simmons, awesome. And Stanley Tucci as Joshua Joyce.
Okay.
Awesome. Anything else?
Well, I
Okay.
mean, there's the
I'll
one
keep going
thing.
down.
The what thing?
There's the one thing.
Do we know the name of the female voice?
Yes, quite possibly.
I've
It
heard,
seems to be such.
I've heard that it's rumored as Quintessa.
Well, I mean, all I can really say to that is no comment. If it was something else, I might say I don't know, but to this, I would say no comment.
Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll just leave that there.
So, yeah. So she's.
But, I mean,
a quintesson.
there's an actress listed for that voice, and I've listened to sample clips of other things she has done, and the voices are similar enough where I think, yeah, that's probably accurate. The cast list went up on IMDb, which is not foolproof because basically anybody can put stuff on IMDb if they really want to. But, you know, at least that one thing to me seems credible enough based on what I can confirm for myself.
Okay. What diecast?
So, basically, that confirms that, you know, at least one quintesson is in the movie.
No comment.
Let's say corroborates now, and you know, see if,
Corroborate sounds like a good word.
and see if
Had
it
a lot
actually.
of R's in it.
Yeah,
But it's not Alpha Q though, so unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get some Energon
Hey,
reference
our
in there.
planets.
I know it.
Diecast so set me up unintentionally for an Alpha Q reference in the extra. It was so great. Okay, let's see here. And okay, hey. If you listen to the podcast and you help support us by using our Amazon links, thank you. If you don't, why don't you? It's super easy. Go to tfradio.net/Amazon, and if you buy from Amazon, just bookmark that. Amazon will send back a little bit of your purchase price to us. Won't cost you any more, and it helps us pay for everything. So we could really use your help. So I don't have it on me, but if you notice during the show, I'm usually holding on to something or fidgeting with something. A friend of mine for Christmas, I just got it. He didn't order it from Amazon. He ordered it from another company. Got me a fidget cube. Did you guys see those when those were on Kickstarter? It's a little.
I've heard of them.
It's a little cube that has different little mechanical things on each side that can play to whatever tick that you have, I guess. Whatever tactile motor function that you want to exercise. So I fidget all the time. So I'm usually looking at something, looking at my phone, or, you know, bouncing my fingers back and forth, like on a board. Which actually I'm doing it so hard right now with my camera is shaking. But you can get those on Amazon for like $13, and it changed my life. This is the best thing I've ever gotten. It's right up there with the, like, you know, from other than like the love of my family and your guys' friendship is like the best thing I've ever gotten. And you can get one on Amazon for like $13. So go to tfradio.net/Amazon, search for Fidget Cube, buy one. If you have like a thing like me where you have to be fidgeting with something all the time. Right now I'm fidgeting with a pair of tweezers because it's what I had nearby. Love it. Best thing ever. If you go to tfradio.net/TR, you can see what, if you prefer Transformers, I don't know why you would, you can see what Titans Return toys that Amazon currently has up, and you just refer to that to see what kind of deals pop up. It's pretty great. Okay, so again, thank you to everybody who's using the links, and if you're not, it's like you're stealing money from us by not doing it. It's so easy. tfradio.net/Amazon. Okay, third-party news. This week, Mastermind Creations reformatted R27 Calidus, unofficial IDW-style Rodimus, up for pre-order. I've seen a lot of people talking about this. I like it, but I would have no interest whatsoever in buying it.
I might need this.
Well, good news, because you can probably still sell your Cloud Rodimus for a lot more than what you're going to pay for this, and, you know, totally Dinobots.
Oh, no, Cloud Rodimus will never leave my possession.
Until I die. And it's sold in an estate sale. I'm keeping Cloud Rodimus.
You should bequeath Cloud Rodimus to Triplet in your will.
I could do that. This is...
Because I still remember him asking you to look at BotCon 2015 for a cheap one.
Yeah. It's like, what's a cheap one? Like retail, whatever it went for. I'm like...
$90 retail.
And hey, that's the interesting thing about this, because this is up for pre-order for like $85, which is about what you would have paid for a Cloud Rodimus if you got one when you could. So if you're willing to do that, there should be no problem going for this, if it suits your aesthetic.
I eagerly anticipate his new color scheme from Lost Light.
Yeah, I'm sure
I've-
that'll happen.
I've
Probably a
seen it.
TFCon exclusive.
I've seen a picture of that. Was that just a Digibash or is
I
it
think
actually?
so.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Because I think it was one of these same photos,
Gotcha.
like same pose.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't need this.
I like it when I don't.
I
have
don't
to buy
really
something.
either. Cloud Rodimus is good enough for me.
I just really like the comic book design. Like I said, I'm not 100% sold on this, but I do like it.
Better pre-order it now just in case, because this will probably pre-sell out pretty fast.
Yeah, look what happened with
Kultor.
Koltor. Yeah.
Hey, the second run of that finally went up for pre-orders, so I will have that eventually. But
Eventually.
Okay. Yes, that's awesome. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Iron Factory's EX20R, Wing of Tyrant, and official Legend Scale Starscream. New images.
This looks really
It
nice.
does, doesn't it?
Yes.
It has a Garwalk mode.
Well, what doesn't anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a jet, that's like a requirement.
I mean, you can do that with Cup. No, but like if this was upscaled to like, between Deluxe and Voyager, I probably wouldn't even need much new engineering in it added, like for the upscale. It looks nice enough that it could be a bigger toy than it is.
How much
Yeah.
is this?
I don't know. I don't think it's been solicited yet.
Probably $30, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably around that.
Do you prefer the Warren Pocket diecast or these?
Maybe it kind of depends what it is.
Yeah, I really like the DX9 Dinobots, even though I haven't had one in hand. I just really like how they look
I forgot about those.
in photos. But I have the Iron Factory RC. She's a little
I'm not sure. Let me get back.
small. She's a little small.
Yeah, and I got Iron Factory's little wind blade from the first run of that too, which is also really nicely made.
Yeah.
see, I got the Warren Pocket Hulky, and it is near perfection.
I will be honest with you. If I had nothing, I've mentioned this before, but like that scale is the perfect scale for me. I could conceivably give up all of the Transformers that I have if I just went and bought nothing but those, and I would have so much more space. I should go.
Yeah.
I should thin down my collection and move away from like everything. Like most people go to like masterpiece scale. I should just go to legend scale.
You know what the thing is? I've always said that I didn't get the scale personally. It wasn't for me. It's really growing on me. Like I really I think they're doing a really nice job with this size. This size for the third parties. I mean, this Starscream looks great. Some of the other figures that came out, like the DX9 Dinobot figures, I absolutely love.
The thing is, too, remember last week I went on my little mini rant about like transformation complexity in third party. Like, with Legends, you can't do that. It has to stay simple, but still accomplish what it has to accomplish. And I really appreciate that a lot. Like, the scale may not be exactly what I'm wanting personally, but I can appreciate what they're doing making stuff at this scale, and some of the stuff looks really well designed for the constraints it's under. Like there's stuff that at some point I want to go back and pick up just because of that.
So I just got a tweet from Chris Triplet.
From Triplet.
Saying I just got verbal confirmation on Radio Free Cybertron that Brian is giving me Cloud Rodimus upon his untimely demise.
Or his timely demise. I mean, we're not picky.
Yeah, so I've already said just don't let Kim forget. Just hey, can I borrow your treadmill? Yeah, just don't let Kim forget when you're down here. It's hey, it'll happen eventually. He can have it. Does anybody else want anything? Just shoot me. Let's start a Google Doc, and we'll keep track of it.
Should we prepay too?
No, you just have it. You just have it.
I mean, he's gonna be dead. What does he need money for?
Yeah, exactly.
He's not a Ferengi. He doesn't have to pay in the afterlife.
Or Greek. Yeah, you have to give care on like money for the ride.
Now, I definitely want to get in early on Don's death list because I want that Overlord he has.
Oh, it's nice to be wanted.
Hey, Mickey said I call dibs on Kim Kilby. That's funny. That's
Hey
Funny and
Mickey,
strange.
she will tear you apart and just.
that's awesome. Okay. Hey, I do respond to tweets during the show if you tweet at me. I just want people to know that. So we should do a hashtag.
Abuse as you will.
Jason, what's my Freddie Mercury? My buddy Mark may have dibs on Freddie Mercury. I'll have to check. But you'll get second dibs if he doesn't want to.
This is so morbid.
I know, right? It is. We should probably stop talking about that.
We do the best podcast, you know?
Gravity Builder GT. God, there's so many things to say. Gravity Builder GT-01 GS Green Shadow Nuclear not. Oh God, it's that thing. Not Devastator team. Don loves this.
It's so gorgeous. It is beautiful.
It's also $600.
It's not that beautiful, but it's absolute.
I'm confused as to why they did this instead of releasing it in yellow or orange.
Or both.
Well, no, they do have yellow.
Again, then.
They do.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
No,
orange.
they
See,
don't
the-
have yellow. This
the
is
thing-
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so the thing a third party needs to do for G2 colors is release box sets where 3 are yellow and 3 are orange, then release a second box set where the opposite are
Yes.
orange and the opposite are yellow.
That's
That-
horrible.
I love it.
It is.
Perfect.
So it's still it's two things. It's the half-seas principle that they're going into now. Plus, it's effectively the Hasbro Combiner Wars Minosaur and Superion model.
Yes.
So I love that. You can create a full combiner.
Yeah.
It's just not going to match.
Right.
That's genius.
I should be running everything, basically.
There you go.
the clear plastic. The stress marks on this would just
Oh,
be
God.
absolutely like ridiculous.
Yeah, I would
this
not.
This is going to fall off of someone's shelf and turn into a giant heap of green glitter. Let's not kid ourselves.
I would not get something this big and this third party in clear plastic. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't want something
First party.
Hasbro this big, right, in clear plastic that's a combiner.
If I could get like a warranty on it, like one of those third party warranties that'll for like $70 for like 5 years.
Okay, so like the Hasbro one, like if Hasbro did a clear Combiner Wars set, theoretically,
Yeah.
like that might be okay because all of the like interfacing working parts are nylon anyway, so they can't be clear. Like it would probably be safe in its combined mode. That probably wouldn't be so much of a problem.
Yeah. I'm sorry. This is just so beautiful.
It's pretty.
gorgeous.
It is. It absolutely is.
Just-
I would definitely want to take a look at one at a display case in a convention sometime.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
never think about buying it for a single second.
I think I'll just
I would
print this
I
up.
would just be nervous owning this. I mean,
I'm just gonna put this, copy the image and put it on some nice photo paper and hang it up, and it'll be just as good.
if you could reach out to Gravity Builder for like the the original uncompressed image files that they make the promo stuff from, get that so you can like print out the poster.
Hey, thank you to Aaron Neal who donated to the PayPal link. I only mentioned that. I didn't mention that because I was. Thank you. We appreciate it. I would love to hear a podcast on general action figures. Well, that's certainly a way to get us to do it. That was really
If
nice.
there's a
of you. Thanks.
podcast you want us to do, donate to that effect and we'll consider it.
No
bribery.
We'll consider it, but thank you.
No promises.
Wow. Was not expecting that. So, let's see here. What else I got going on? Is that it for news? Yes. Okay. Hey, Rob, what's on TFormers this week?
For the most part, XV has had a really busy week. All of Wave 4 is now up with photo galleries and reviews at TFormers. Perceptor and Convex, Topspin and Freezeout, Cup and Flintlock, plus I believe he had Croc and Quake done by the time we did the show last week. So
For
yeah,
convenience, there is currently a post on TFormers that rounds all of this up in one place, so you can kind of just like do it, all in one stop for the links.
yeah, because there's a lot and it's really great. So take a look. I reviewed Till All Are One #7, which just came out today. That was a really fun issue. I am really enjoying that comic. So, and lastly, I wrote a random top 5 list, top 5 video game genres that need more Transformers.
I love that article.
Thank you.
Do you have SimCity in there?
No, but I probably should.
That's just an RTS, though.
Not quite.
Sorta.
For one thing,
it's a management simulator, basically.
When Godzilla's attacking your city, that's as RTS as I want to get.
Do we have a Pokemon Go for Transformers in that list?
No, we didn't.
Because I want to walk around and be like, oh, look, here's an Optimus Prime. I got to catch Optimus
I
Prime.
have to think if Transformers Armada was brand new today, like one of the things they'd be revealing at Toy Fair would be Minicon Go or, something to that effect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. What else, Rob? Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's it. Okay. Hey, on the network this week, let's see what we got going on. I know, Chris, what episode of that one episode of Star Trek came out this week?
I think it was The Most Toys.
Which one is that? I don't remember that.
The one with Saul Rubinek.
Saul Rub...
The one where Data tries to kill a dude.
Oh, okay. Okay.
When Data gets kidnapped by the toy collector.
Ah, dumb.
Won't you go sit in your chair?
Yeah, I remember that.
Won't you go sit in your chair now?
Was that...
Put on these hideous clothes I've given you.
That wasn't a Sandy Koufax card, was it? Who was it? The baseball card that he had?
It wasn't the name you said, no, but the actual name escapes me.
I don't remember.
Roger Maris, I think.
Roger Maris, okay, it makes sense.
With the preserved scent of bubblegum, which I determined in the podcast was probably like just an ongoing reproduction of the scent of bubblegum, not the original scent of bubblegum, because that wouldn't really work scientifically.
Depends. I'm certain there are circumstances that would lead that to actually persist.
Not when people keep opening the case like they were in the episode.
True. Okay. This week we also had Take 4 Wrestling episode 25. It's our Mount Rushmore episode. So in the wrestling fan community, people always say, well, who's on your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers? Or who's on your Mount Rushmore of managers? It's like your top 4. So we did an episode that's nothing but Mount Rushmores. It's pretty awesome. Are you going to at some point do a Mount Rushmore episode of Mount Rushmore episodes? Thinking about it. I am thinking about it. So RFC Extra 29, Diecast John and I get together to talk about the last night Super Bowl trailer.
So I haven't looked into that. How much time did you actually spend discussing that 53-second clip?
30 minutes.
I hate you all intensely.
It's good stuff. And
I will point out the pre-show for that one episode of Star Trek this week was talking about the pointlessness of a reaction media.
I heard the cold open, yeah.
Okay, good.
Being awesome with the Rob Springer episode 90, the last night, assembling an ideal ARC crew and laryngitis. Rob did the show this week with laryngitis.
Feel better, Rob.
Yeah.
If you knew sign language, you could just do the show in sign language. And his voice doesn't work.
Like Coco the gorilla?
What he should do is when his voice won't work, just like, he mouths this whole thing and then has his wife come and dub over it for him afterward.
Oh, yeah. That'd be great.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Okay, awesome.
It would be like a live action Star Dubs.
Are we going to do that April Fool's bet?
I don't remember what it is.
Where we dub over an episode of Animated?
That was an April Fool's idea from like 10 years ago.
Animated, it was not 10. Actually, it was out 10 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Well, it was the end of 2007, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2008.
So we're still more like 9 years because it premiered the day after Christmas, I think, 2007.
Yeah, we should do that though.
Do you have any idea how much work that is?
No, 2 of us could do it. It would take about 30 minutes to record, minus all the laughing.
Right?
Minus all the laughing. It's not.
You are way underestimating this.
If we were trying to take it seriously, it'd be one thing, but it would not be. It would take time, but it wouldn't be as much time as you would think.
You are way underestimating this.
Yeah.
I can do the whole thing in under 5 hours. Dude, I do way more video editing than you. I totally like to do it in 5 hours.
I can do that dub in 5 hours. I can do
it in
that
4
dub
hours.
in 4 hours.
I can do that in 3 hours. Okay. Hey, so you can find everything mentioned in the show at tfradio.net/505. Follow us on Twitter at TFRadio, on Facebook at facebook.com/TFRadio, and on Instagram at TFPodcast. We're going to have tons of Toy Fair coverage next weekend, and they'll all be there. So make sure you're following us. And, of course, also our newsletter, where we'll compile all the news worth knowing from Toy Fair. We'll also send that out there at tfradio.net/insider or RFC Insider, or just click on the RFC Insider logo on this podcast posting. I'm personally on Twitter at bkilby and on Instagram at Brian Kilby. I'm posting way more to both because I'm really enjoying it. I don't know. I've been enjoying that a lot more lately. Matt, how do people get a hold of you?
On Twitter at Melvar. That's MELLVARR.
Chris.
Well, you can go to TFormers to see the 5 galleries and 5 video reviews I put together in a week, which is also on TFormers TV on YouTube. And my Twitter is personally ChrisRTXV, and you can see the pin tweet now, which is the prototype for the Topspin quick change bit I did in one of the video reviews.
Those were awesome.
Yes, they are. The Topspin one especially was very popular. That's probably one of my most
was it the Topspin
favorited tweets.
Was it the Topspin one though that you had a little stutter in where you didn't quite? There's one of them. It's like it was perfect, all but like one little bit.
It could have been Croc. The Croc one was a little bit rougher than I wanted it to be.
I have an idea of how you do that, but you do such a great job with that I'm just really impressed.
I mean, I made a second instance of the Topspin one for the actual video review because I wasn't completely satisfied with the one I tweeted. So I mean, it could be either one of those. The Quake one though worked out really well. I think I was happy with that on like the first try.
Cool. Let's see here. Don, how do people get a hold of you?
I can be reached on Twitter at HMRC, 4 EVR.
Sweet. Rob?
I am on Twitter at Figure Reviewers, and you can see, as XV said, all the video reviews he and I do on YouTube at TFormers TV. I'm also on YouTube at Flailthers.
Awesome. John?
That John D on Twitter.
And Diecast? How do people get a hold of you and your reviews?
Oh, the reviews are on YouTube at RFC Reviews.
And you guys should absolutely subscribe. Diecast does a great job with those reviews.
Yeah, it's been picking up steam, which is awesome as far as subscribers. So thank you to everyone who's already has subscribed. And when you're watching the videos, just hit the little like button because it only takes a second if you don't want to comment. But if you want to comment, feel free. It's there.
Are you responding to comments more?
Yeah, I'm going to respond to comments more, and I might actually...
Are you going to get upset if somebody trolls you and I just completely eviscerate them?
No. Feel free. Feel free. It'll be good to talk about.
I had so much fun with that one guy when I just completely demolished him. It was great.
And then you can follow me on Twitter at Diecast2.
Sweet. Okay, well, I guess that'll do it for this week. We'll be back next week on our pre-Toy Fair show. But make sure that you've put it on your calendar for February 18th and 19th. It's our big Toy Fair live streams. If you're going to watch on YouTube, I already have the videos there. Just go to our YouTube at youtube.com/Radio Free Cybertron and just click the set reminder for each one, and you'll get a notification when they go out. And if you subscribe to our newsletter, I'll send those out as well. We will make sure, as long as you're following us.
Also, if you subscribe to us on YouTube, when those go live, you will get a notification through that too.
Yeah, so subscribe. We will make sure that you're aware of this. We are not going to let you forget. It's our favorite thing all year. We love this. Our wives, maybe not so much.
yeah.
But
Especially die-casts.
Yeah.
At least it's not Valentine's Day this year.
yeah. But yeah. So thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.
All right.
I like that idea.